Hi there, this is Mrs. Piper, and we are on to the next stage of this lesson. If you will recall, the first step that we took was to draw from observation one or two of the leaves that we had collected. Remember, you were looking at a variety of lines and shapes in each leaf. You were finding which leaf was the most interesting to you, and you were drawing one or two of them. If you'll notice, I chose a leaf in this shape, and I drew it several times to practice, because when you are drawing from observation, you're improving your skills of perception, which is the way your brain translates what your eyes see. And I came up with 3. And I like this one the best. This is my winner. So I think I'm going to move all the others out of the way and focus on just this one shape. If you would like to use 2, you may, but I'm just going to focus on 1. Remember, repetition creates a sense of movement in your composition, and in order for repetition to take place, we have to get this leaf onto our final paper repeatedly, several times. I'm not going to tell you how many times you need to repeat it, because it'll depend on the size of your leaf and how you want to organize your paper. Now, I have my final paper right here, and you can hold it either vertically or horizontally, it does not matter. But I've got to get this leaf onto this paper. Now, if you've got a window and you want to trace it, you can certainly trace it, but I'm going to show you another way. This is called Dirty Paper Transfer Technique. It's where we use the drawing pencil that is in your supply pack. If you do not have a drawing pencil, this will work with a regular number 2 pencil, but it's easier with the drawing pencil because it's darker. I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to turn it over. You can see I've already started. I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to rub the back with my drawing pencil everywhere that the leaf is. And what this does is this gives the back of your paper a dark layer, kind of like carbon paper, so that you can use it like carbon paper to transfer it onto the other paper, your final drawing. Okay? So I've got my darkened paper, and I've darkened everywhere that the leaf is. Got to get out here on the edge as well. There's no reason to hurt your hand by pressing so hard, but just make sure it's a nice dark layer, and that should be fine. Now, you'll notice when I lay my paper down, I want to put my leaf in an interesting position. So I'm not just going to stick one in the middle and be done. I'm going to run one off the page. I'm going to overlap some of them. I'm going to lay them around the composition in an interesting way. So the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to lay it right here. And if you'll notice, as I press down with my pencil and I trace over the leaf, the pressure from my pencil will actually transfer the dirty paper from the back, the graphite markings, onto my paper. So I'm going to do this for my leaf over and over again. Let me show you how it works. I've pressed hard, and the pressure from my pencil has now transferred it onto this paper. It'll be very light, and that's terrific because you don't have to have it dark. But you're going to finish that. You're going to trace over your leaves, and you're going to arrange them in an interesting way, keeping in mind that you should be repeating the same shape and overlapping some of them and having some of them go off the page, so that when you are finished, you will have a composition that is complete. This is my finished example of this composition. You can see I have the leaf going straight up. I've got it coming down at an angle. I've got it going off the page. I've got this one overlapping. This one overlaps a little bit here. So what we want you to do is find your best drawing, your best leaf example, and then transfer it to your final paper. Remember, repetition creates movement, so you want to repeat the leaf over and over. This concludes this section. Thank you for watching.